What's up, amazing viewers? Welcome to this inspiring episode of Icons of Impact here on CCI Television. Here on CCI Television, that is, Content Creators International Television, we bring you stories of extraordinary individuals who have achieved greatness, left a lasting impact on society, and are still making history. Our goal is to inspire, educate, and motivate you to chase your dreams, break barriers, and create success stories of your own. And guess what? It's our favorite day of the week, and today's Icons of Impact feature is a masterclass in versatility. It just keeps getting better with time. This episode is extra special because we are celebrating an absolute legend. A powerhouse of talent, a true inspiration, and someone whose story of diverse entrepreneurship will leave you speechless. He's not just an icon, he's a multidimensional game changer. Whether he is crafting premium footwear, belts, and sandals, or scaling heights in the roofing industry, his work is a testament to excellence. He's not just a renowned shoemaker, he is a master of many crafts who has built a reputation on quality, durability, and hard work. From the shoes on your feet to the roof over your head, he is a man who knows how to build a legacy that lasts. So, without further ado, let's raise the excitement and give a resounding ovation for the one and only. The versatile visionary, Mr. James Chukwu, of Jimco Shoes, a division of Jimglow Aluminium.
My name is Mr. James Chukwu. By the special grace of God, Jimco Shoes or Jimglow Aluminium. I am into aluminium, roofing, roof tiles, and at the same time I am into shoes. Like I told you, my name is Mr. James Chukwu. And by the grace of God, I am MG. Like you met me in my workshop on this place, that is Jimco Shoes. And I knew very well that I am a producer. I produce shoes instead of staying idle at home. Because some of us men don't like helping themselves, so that we get a place where we retire on. Maybe when you get old, what will you be doing when you get old? If you don't have anything you lay hand on to have something you have experience on, automatically you're making a room for people to insult you at your old age. So you have something that you're doing at your old age, so that you will not be bothering your children. I'm a father of 7, a grandfather as well of 2. By the grace of God, 7 of them, 2 is right away outside the country. By the grace of God, 4 is here. Others are here. About 5 of them are here. But we have 2 girls and 5 boys. Shoemaker is a job that I have been into almost 1983. I left Shoemaker in 1992. Came to Abuja 1988, and I was able to work with Shoemaker at Area 1, and I stayed up to today. That when I left Shoemaker, I joined roofing. From Shoemaker, I joined roofing. From roofing, I joined GSM marketing. By the special grace of God, at GSM Village, he knew me very well. Any member of GSM Village that sees me, they will tell you that this is their master. I have it as I want to make sure that the youths have something. I later back into Shoemaker after about 18 years. I came back into Shoemaker because I knew that that is a place where I will lay my hand and have something to produce. Because I don't believe marketing somebody's shoes. I believe I market my goods, and what can help Nigeria is to be productive. The only thing that can make Nigeria to grow from strength to strength is when we are productive, when we can produce something, when we have something that will boast of what we can produce. Because without you producing, automatically you are marketing. And the marketing, the raw material you use in producing, there is no way you match it with the one that is marketing. It's not going to be the same. My hobby, I always like traveling. One, I always like keeping myself busy, producing something, making something out of something. Because if you have something, you make something out of something. Like if, as I have this leader now, I formulate them and make it out of maybe raw material. When I get those things, people will always admire it. They will always like it. And I will always like to give it the best quality. No matter what it is, I give you the best quality that anybody that uses it will look for it. Sometimes when I left Shoemaker before, some people when they see me, they say I left my talent and I went to begin to do other things. I said no. It's not like I left my talent. Yes, I knew that Shoemaker, I'm okay, but I want to lay hand on some other things in case if this one does not work. And that is what it is. What makes my brand different from other ones is because of the quality I give it. My brand stands the test of time. I make it so that it will stand the test of time. And I don't believe managing materials, raw materials. I believe giving it the quality that it will stand the test of time, so that anybody that uses it will always go look for it again. Not minding the cost, because when you produce something that is very good, people would always look for it. But if you produce something and tomorrow it will get, I don't produce mass production. I don't go on mass production. I go on one so that I give it the best proportion, so that it will stand the test of time. By the special grace of God in Nigeria, it's not the money that matters. What matters is the quality of work we give to people. I don't manage work, and based on that, I don't manage work. I give you the quality and it stand the test of time, so you must go for me. Unless you want to do it penny wise pound foolish. Like I'm a Catholic, and everything I do, I always like to make it like a Catholic, because Catholic they don't manage things. They give you the test, that something that will stand the test of time. There is no business you do without challenges. That's for one. The figure one is that you must always upgrade. You must always upgrade yourself. So many of the challenges I will have is that the quality of things that that is the machines that we're supposed to use are not here in Nigeria. And when they are not here in Nigeria, that becomes a problem. And at the same time, we don't have like constant light is always a problem that we have. That's our challenge. If we don't have, like now you see there's no light here. I have been suffocating under the heat. And because I'm suffocating under the heat, I cannot have the strength to continue to work. That are the challenges. Yes, money aspect of it. Money is, because anything that is good, you must add money. Without money, you cannot stop it. So the best we can do is, if the government can actually give us light, government can give us light, then we can always develop our talents. Talents are wasting in Nigeria. Our talents are being wasted because we are not being taken good care of. If they can give us light, then it will make us to be productive. When we are producing, people will be coming to buy. You know very well there are some people that come from outside to buy my shoes. There are people that come from Onisha, and I'm minding that our buy is very close, but they come from Onisha to buy my shoes. And I prefer people to come and buy. Go and test. But if you know that it is okay, if it's okay with you, you come back again. If you see something that is good, you will always go for it. I train people. Currently, I have 2 students on me now. Currently, the third person is not serious. There were 3, but the third person is not serious. So I have 2 now. It depends on how serious the person is. One is that the teaching process, if you are serious, within 1 year you can get what you want, but you cannot get everything because we design and we produce. When you design, you produce. So if you come up, if you are serious with your work, you are coming, you are serious with what you do, you will always get there. But if you are not serious, it is not so easy. Taking to the next level is not very easy because one, like I told you, the lighting issue, you can see how the place is very small, and you know that Nigerians are not encouraging us to have a very big shop, because if you have a very big shop, since they don't give us a place that we can feel free, we cannot have much workers, we cannot have, the space is not enough. And if we have a space that can contain, we have a showroom, have a place for work, then it will enable us to have more workers, train more youths that we can serve. But if we don't have those things, it's a challenge. I cannot be God, and I cannot decide for God. God is the only one that can decide that.
Exactly.
But I only know that by the grace of God, I am moving forward.
Okay.
And the more we market, the more people patronize us, the more we move forward.
Okay.
Like I told you, I say I'm into roofing.
Yes.
And I'm into water collector. I do water collector, I do roofing, and I do shoe. When I have work to do, I will always go for my work. When I don't have work, I now come down here and sit like I am resting. It is like a place I rest, so that you can locate me when you need. Like I told you, I say I'm into roofing.
Yes.
And I'm into water collector. I do water collector, I do roofing, and I do shoe. When I have work to do, I will always go for my work. When I don't have work, I now come down here and sit like I am resting. It is like a place I rest, so that you can locate me when you need.
What are your greatest achievements in
By
life?
the spiritual grace of God, there is nothing I have now. I can give thanks to God because God has been so faithful. One is that I have achievement. There's nothing a man can achieve in life. I'm married. I have my children. I train them, and all of them are so they are living on their own. And that's why I always encourage, if you have children, give them room. When they get up to the level, you tell them, you give them option to leave your house. You make them to be a man of their own or a woman of their own. Because if they live on with you permanently, automatically they will not get what they really want. But if they live on their own, they will be struggling to pay their house rent, they will be struggling to pay for this, feed their bills, and at the same time be a man. Special grace of God, I can't boast, but I knew very well that the light in my community, when they gave light to my community, my village was the first place that the light showed up, and it is as a result of my effort. I was the one that made sure that the light is installed and the light is working. The town hall in my community, in my village today, is as a result of my effort. I'm the one that roofed it, and I make sure that it is okay. And people come from the part of the villages to come and have their meeting there. That are the things, and I knew very well that I like taking care of young youths, investing on the young youths. It's important investing on the young youth. Once you invest on the young youth, it will enable you to know that you are planning for future. People will always know that yes, this is the model, and they always listen to you. So that is it. I believe taking care of people, helping people to grow. I don't give you money. I don't have money that I will get, but I can always teach you the way to get money. And I knew that when I teach you where to get money, it will be better for you to make the money yourself than me giving you money. That is why another say, don't give me a fish, but teach me how to catch a fish. By the special grace of God, if you come to my shop, I will always tell you, I don't cheat. I don't go for short time. I don't go for short something that will get it cheap. Like I want to make money on this. No, I will make time to suffer. If your hands are not dirty, if you will not enjoy it. But if you can always keep humble and keep yourself calm, you will always get to where you're going to. The most important thing is knowing the job. If you know the job, even if you are inside a group, people will look for you. People must look for you. I don't think. I'm not a young boy.
Okay.
I'll begin to look for that other things to do. But I know by the special grace of God, I am contented with the little that God has given to me. If I can be able to impart this to the community, I think I have done it well. So if I begin to look for do this again, do that, it will begin to weigh me down, and I may not be strong for what I am doing. So I prefer to just do. Having one source of income is not the best, because you can see that I told you I'm not only into one source of income. I can't teach anybody to. You try many sources. If you have many sources that you can achieve, fine. Let's be sure that you know what you have, and try to know the lose and the gain. That's the advantage and the disadvantage. And not for you to just not such a person that disturbs the parents. My parents does not. I don't disturb them. I started just from the scratch. I learn my work. I continue to upgrade. When I get money to go and upgrade, I go to people I know that they are better than me. I learn from them. It will enable me. I can't disturb my parents, and I cannot. Like now, my mother is no more. My father just died last week. So, and I knew very well that it's not easy. That they are not rich enough that will be saved. By the special grace of God, if I get money from somewhere, I will put it here instead of keeping it in the bank. I don't keep money in the bank. I don't have to. If you start working for yourself, fine. If you know what you're doing, but if you don't have money, you cannot serve somebody forever. You cannot serve somebody forever. So if you start to serve somebody, maybe you start to serve someone. Be patient to work with that person. Be patient to tolerate that person. Be patient to learn from that person. And not for you to feel that because this person is rich, or you begin to exploit you. No, it is a wrong idea. Because you know that very, very, very one day or the other you must leave that person and be on your own. So you must work to be on your own, and not for you to begin to cheat because you want to make it today and tomorrow. Wait for your good time. The only problem we face right now is that there is no money in the country, and because there is no money on circulation, people are not getting what they want. They will admire it, but if they don't have money that they will buy it from, they will feel it is expensive. And that is the only challenge we have. But if they have the money and they come, they like one year and they shop and they buy it, they use it, and they open it, there's no problem. The only challenge is that as we build it now, unless people that come to buy and sell, and we don't give to people that buy and sell much. The reasons is because if I pack these shoes I have here now and give to somebody, when he finishes selling it, to give me money will become a problem. So instead of me plotting my hope to go and get money, I prefer to keep it here. When you come, I clean it for you, and you buy the quantity you can pay. Instead of going to Aba or going to Lagos or going to Onisha where they produce or mass production, you come here, you select the ones you want, you pay me and carry it. When you sell, I've invested my money to build it. So you should always invest your money to buy it. The message I have is for people to test my product. Get my product, test it, try it. It stands the test of time. When you say it and it stands the test of time, you will always look for me. Formerly, when I was in the area where people come from Wabara to look for me, now when I'm in Nyanya, now people come from Nubwe to look for me. And people that come from know me from the area will always locate me here. So anywhere they locate me from, they come from Karishi, are welcome. Come from outside Abuja. Sometimes some people come from Kaduna and they buy my material, they buy my product, they take it there. Some come from Onisha, like I told you. Come from Onisha, get my material, they use it, and when they come back again, they begin to look for me. Some call me, some people call me from Enugu, send so and so. Some come from Owerri, send so and so. Some come from Umuahia, they'll say, prepare this, send it, and they order for it. When they order for it, I make sure I give them money. Right away at Nyanya market by urban mass garage. Advice I would give them is for them to know the job. Be sure that you deliver your job. Don't always go for money. Money cannot help you. Get the job done. If you get the job well done, it will lead you to get more. But if they give you money and you cannot produce it, it's automatically you are disappointed. Sometimes we don't consider customers. When you pay transport and get to my place, I will feel bad if I have not done your job. So I prefer you give me a job. I make sure I do it a day before your appointment day, so that when you come, we don't have cost to waste your transport. And you have cost to get your job and tell me thank you. If it's what I cannot do, I tell you I cannot do it as so. What I call, if I have a challenge, the reason why you pay transport and come to my shop and you couldn't get your job, I will tell you earlier, please, I have a challenge along the line. And the challenge can be raw material, not that I cannot.